Hi guys. Okay, so today I'm going to be sharing Luke 10:38. And it says, as Jesus and the disciples continued on their way to Jerusalem, they came to a certain village where a woman named Martha welcomed him into her home. Her sister Mary sat at the Lord's feet listening to what he taught, but Martha was distracted by the big dinner she was preparing. She came to Jesus and said, Lord, doesn't it seem unfair to you that my sister just sits here while I do all the work? And then Jesus responded to her, my dear Martha, you are worried and upset over all these details. There's only one thing worth being concerned about. Mary has discovered it and it will not be taken away from her. So guys, let's be real. I am 1000% like Martha. Like, I'm not going to lie. I overanalyze things. I overthink things constantly. I do it all the time. And I did it this morning. Like, I did not want to read my Bible. I literally was like, I have things to do. I have my exam tomorrow. Have I studied enough? Oh my gosh, conferences, report cards are due this week. Like, conferences is next week. Like, crazy. Like, just my mind going crazy. Just nuts. Like, am I going to apply to this new job? Like, am I going to talk to my principal? Just nuts, okay? So then I realized, like, Monica, get your priorities straight. This is exactly what I'm learning about, right? Like what I'm talking about today. Like, Martha had good intentions. She had good intentions, and they both did. And Martha had a good reason to be upset. I mean, if you host anything, you know it's a lot of work. You need to make sure you have enough food, you have everything that you need for when the people come over. It's a lot of work and you can easily get distracted. And that word distracted just simply means unable to concentrate because one's mind is preoccupied. So you're unable to concentrate. You're unable to focus on the thing that's in front of you. Instead, we need to be more like Mary in the sense that Mary sat down at his feet, at Jesus' feet, and attentively listened to the master, absorbing every revelation he shared. Like, it says that Martha became exasperated. Like, that's even worse than exhausted. Like, she literally could not breathe. Like, she was like preoccupied with so many details and so many things that she was so upset that her sister was sitting at Jesus's feet and she didn't realize the beauty of that. Like, she did not see that was a great example. Like, she could have just stopped and then both sat down. Like, how beautiful would this passage be if Martha would have stopped what she was doing and just like came to Jesus' feet with her sister and both listening and both observing, and then they could have finished or whatever. I mean, it's just, there's so much in this passage, guys. And obviously I feel like we can all be like Martha at some point. Like, we can all have good intentions and we can all be doing good for Jesus, but have we spent that time with Jesus? Like, have we set our priorities straight? Because it says in Matthew 6:33, seek first the kingdom of God, and then all these other things, all these other details will be added on to us. So guys, today, this morning, I mean, I needed this so bad. But I just pray that you guys are encouraged to just remember that we need to set our priorities straight and keeping Jesus the first in our lives, like the first in our hearts, the first in our minds. Like this is to love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. And then the second is to love our neighbor as ourselves. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is I pray that you guys are encouraged by this, and just remember to keep the first things first. And yeah, we can do this.